IVM.
$100. That's all it takes to begin your journey with Bitcoin and Ethereum. No, really. With CoinSwitch, you can start investing in over 100 cryptocurrencies with just 100 rupees. On top of that, there are zero charges for deposits and withdrawals, so you can trade, buy, sell, however and whenever you want. All of this, plus their extremely intuitive interface, makes CoinSwitch the perfect app for beginners in the crypto space. But don't take my word for it. Just download CoinSwitch for free and try it out for yourself. If you'd like more information on cryptocurrencies, tune into A Show About Crypto with me, Rohan Joshi, my new adventure on IVM podcasts. CoinSwitch, kuch to badlega.
Do you remember that scene from Ae Dil Hai Mushkil where Ranbir Kapoor is lying on the floor, sobbing about his broken heart? And Anushka Sharma looks at him and says, "You call this pain?" And then picks up this big pot and places it on his chest, making him scream, and then lifts it off and dumps it back on his chest and says, "This is what pain feels like when your heart breaks." Hi, I'm Chetna, and you're tuned into my podcast called Say No to Drama. Well, today I'm breaking down all the drama that we stir up when our heart breaks. And so I'm going to tell you, go watch that scene. Go watch it because you may realize that what you are whining about right now or what you are crying over may not really be a heartbreak. It might just be a disappointment. Oh my God, did I just negate everything that you feel? Did I just indirectly call you a drama queen? I mean, even if you're a guy, I don't think drama king sounds nice. So you are stuck with the label of drama queen too. But here's why I'm asking you this question. Did your heart really break? Has somebody really done something so bad, let you down so bad in a relationship, betrayed you so bad right now? Not something that happened 5 years ago, okay? I'm talking to the people who are nursing a broken heart right now while you are tuned into this episode. Did somebody really take a jackhammer and whack the crap out of your heart, shattering it into a zillion pieces? Or then did the last person that you met through Bumble or Tinder or through a friend, did that equation not pan out? Or then let me ask you this in another way. Did you go out on another date and spend 3 months trying to get to know somebody and the person turned out to be completely different from who they said they were? And now you are tired, you are exhausted, you are feeling fed up, and you're sitting there and saying, "Oh my God, how many more people will I have to meet before I find the one?" Think about it. Did somebody really break your heart? Or then are you just throwing a tantrum because you are tired of putting yourself out there? You are tired of meeting people who say something, then do something. And by that, I mean who say that, yes, they want a relationship on date 1. And then by date 3 and date 4, they're doing everything that tells you this person is not ready for a relationship. Okay, maybe some of y'all went on and dated somebody for 6 months. Okay, let's say 3 months is too short. And those who spent 3 months and it fizzled out or it didn't work out for whatever reason, let's put them on one side. Say, one of you listening to this has been dating somebody for the last 6 months and there really isn't any commitment or the word commitment hasn't been discussed, but you're acting like a couple and, things seem to be moving forward and you have reached that space where you want to ask, where is this going? Or maybe you did ask, where is this going? And then the person started to behave in a very flaky manner and maybe you got ghosted or maybe the person backed out. Once again, did you really fall in love? Or did you fall in love with the idea of this person? Is your heart really broken because this person did not love you as they may have expressed, or maybe they didn't express and you assumed? Or then is your heart broken because the love story that you were writing in your head is once again not going to come true? Guys, listen up. Your heart is not so weak that it breaks every time a person that you have just met, that you have barely known for 2 months or 3 months or 6 months, walks out of your life. give yourself a little more credit. Come on. I'm going to give you another word to replace heartbreak with so that you can start using I'm heartbroken a little more consciously. The word is disappointed. If you have gone on 3 dates and it went south, then you are disappointed. If you were dating somebody for 3 months and yes, they were saying something, but they acted in a different way, or it fizzled out, or it didn't work out, well, you are slightly hurt and disappointed. You can be upset or sad and disappointed. If you have been dating somebody for 6 months and you have invested your heart and soul into it, but the person was not reciprocating the right way, or his or her behavior was not aligned to yours, then admit your mistake and be disappointed with yourself as well as the other person. None of these fall in the I am heartbroken zone. Come on, guys. You want to experience love. You have this picture of the one in your mind. You're constantly asking, when will I meet the right person? And then in just 2 or 3 dates, in less than 3 months, you want to hand over the crown to somebody? You want to label them as the one? That's all it takes. Really? And when that person behaves inconsistently, you parade around crying and howling, saying, I'm heartbroken and this always happens to me. And oh my God, look, once again, love has evaded me. I mean, really, guys, cut through your own drama. Love that you want to experience, the one. Come on, for you to give somebody that place in your life, don't you need to be a lot more choosy? Don't you need to be a lot more strict with your own self in how you are assessing somebody and who you are allowing into your life in that space? Aren't you worth that? Don't you deserve that much? And if you don't, if you tell me that you have self-worth issues and self-esteem issues and oh, nobody will love you and oh, you will be left alone, then instead of swiping left and right on Tinder and Bumble and Hinge, instead of spending so much money on your dates or outfits for your dates and gifts for these dates, why don't you invest them in a program with me? I mean, work on yourself first before you go out there chasing love. Focus on yourself and raise your own self-worth, and maybe you will attract the one who is appropriate for you. Make the kind of choices that you're making that lead to your heart breaking. No, I mean this very seriously. Focus on yourself, invest in yourself. And if you think I don't know what I'm talking about, go back to my podcast, Positively Unlimited. Look for the episode called Consideration Box and listen to it. And right after you listen to that, listen to the first episode of Say No to Drama, which was called Swipe Right to Date. And when I have put things in perspective for you, and when my words resonate with you, head to Instagram. My handle is Positivity Angel. DM me and I will give you the link to book a session with me. Also, all the previous episodes are available on the IBM Podcast app and website. And you can connect with us on Twitter and Instagram. Our handle is IBM Podcasts. Remember, guys, don't just hand over the badge of the one to anybody. Take your time. And no, every disappointment is not a heartbreak. I've said this before, I'm going to say this again. You cannot rush love.
Hey, it's been another great week on the IBM Podcast Network. On a bonus episode of Storytellers and Storysellers, Vineet is joined by Tanish Bakshi, who shares about making music for the film Sher Shah. We have a new show, The Last Brand Standing. Anupam Gupta and Ambi Parmeshwaran get together and discuss some of the biggest and most public feuds in Indian brand history. Do check that out. What do brains and saturated fat have in common? Find out with Ashton on The Habit Coach. On Simplified, Chuck, Tony, Shriketh, and Naren discuss why the Chinese government killed its tech sector. On the Filter Coffee podcast, Karthik and filmmaker John Lefkowitz talk about the genius of acclaimed filmmaker Walter Murch. And on Echoes of India, find out how Anirudh talked to Gautam Buddha himself. Do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, if you're enjoying this show or any other show for that matter, please do tell a friend. And finally, we'd like to thank our sponsors on the network this week, Seat, Cred, Bank of Baroda, Quarter, CoinSwitch, Kuber, and Intuit India. Thank you so much for making this possible. Hi everybody, just wanted to ask everyone for a quick favor. We're running a brand survey right now and would really appreciate it if you could let us know what you think about the advertising on IVM. Go to ivmpodcast.com/survey and do let us know. As part of this, we'll be selecting 10 random participants and sending them some IVM swag, so do fill out those surveys.